Let me guess, you share a dream with your friends or family, and instead of them cheering you on, they told you that it wouldn't work or they just changed the subject. That lack of support is absolutely crushing, right? I have been there. When I first started out, I was so motivated, ready to get out of debt and create this financial peace for myself because I was just tired not having enough money for the things that I wanted. But everyone that I discussed this with said one thing. They told me everyone is in debt. It's normal to be in debt, or you can't live in this country without debt. And I started to wonder if maybe they were right, or maybe I should just settle. But here is the truth. Most people don't stay broke because they're lazy or because they don't have ideas. They stay broke because they fall into the same traps over and over. And I know this because I have made these mistakes too. So today, I'm going to break down the 5 habits that keep a lot of people broke and might be keeping you stuck as well. And these are habits that you have never heard before. 7 years ago, I made these changes and it didn't only get me out of debt, but it helped me build a 7-figure net worth without hustling myself to the ground or working multiple jobs. And by the way, if you ever feel stuck or want personal help applying this to your own life, I am offering a free 30-minute consultation where I'll walk you through practical steps tailored to your situation. The link is in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. Stop quitting when it gets hard. Let's say you started something new, maybe a side hustle or a fitness plan, and your friends and family kept asking, is it working yet? How much money are you making so far? How much weight have you lost so far? That pressure eats you up so fast, and most people give up at that time. They quit right at the moment when things are about to just click for them. It's like pushing a broken down car. At first, it feels impossible. You're sweating, you're straining, looking crazy. Most people walk away. But if you push just a little longer, the wheels finally begin to turn. And once they do, momentum takes over. That's wealth building. It's boring, it's frustrating, but quitting resets you right back to zero every single time. So I have a little exercise for you. Pause this video and think about the last 2 things that you quit when they were hard. Ask yourself, what if I had just pushed for 3 more months, for 1 more month, for 2 more months? What could have happened? Where would I have been right now? Always remember that momentum always kicks in right after the pain. Number 2, stop seeking approval. Let's be honest right now. How many times have you had an idea you felt excited about, and then you called a friend or a relative who has never built anything, asking them what they think? I used to do this too. Before making any money move, I would call 5 different people, scroll through forums, and Google for hours. All I wanted was someone to tell me that I was making the right decision. But instead, I took on their doubt and their fears, and I let their fear feed mine. I always say that we already have enough self-doubt. We don't need to be borrowing self-doubt from other people. That's like standing on a diving board. You're ready to jump into the pool, the deep end, and then you climb down and you begin to ask people who have never gone into the water, and you ask them if it's safe to dive. The next time you look for approval, stop and ask yourself, does this person have the result that I want? Do they have the kind of life that I want? If not, then you don't need their opinion. Actions create clarity, not consensus. The more actions you take, the more your brain gets the data and uses that to show you the path. Number 3, stop chasing investment before you invest in yourself. Here is a mistake that I see everywhere. People throwing money into crypto, throwing money into stocks and real estate, even before they learn how to consistently earn money. And I made this mistake too. Every business I failed at, I was winging it. Free YouTube videos, random guesses, trial and error. But the businesses and the stock portfolio that succeeded, every single one of them had one thing in common, and that was me having a mentor or a coach, someone who had already walked the path and helped me to avoid the big mistakes. So instead of me inventing the wheel, I just borrowed a proven successful blueprint. So if you're not consistently earning enough money, all your focus should be investing in your skills and your ability to earn more money. If you make minimum wage and you decide to invest, let's say $50 into your brokerage account, it will take you hundreds of years to build a sustainable wealth for your future. But if you invested that money into a high income, high valuable skills, and then you begin to make more money consistently, you would be able to invest more money into your stock market, invest more money into real estate. And because you're investing a lot more, it will build a large retirement fund for you sooner. You are your greatest asset. Invest in highly valuable skills and high income skills. So an exercise for you: write down the last dollar you spent on skills versus the last money you spent on investment. If you are spending more money outside yourself than inside it, you need to flip it around and begin to invest in yourself to learn valuable and high income skills. For example, for me, when I started, I had invested in learning about network engineering, and that got me my first six-figure role in 2 years. And then I took that money and I invested into learning e-commerce, and that got me into a high six-figure, which got me multiple rental properties. Your skills, your mindset, and your ability to earn, that is your asset. Start right there. And if you're unsure where to even begin, that's exactly why I set up my free 30-minute consultation. In that session, we'll look at where you are right now, spot the leaks that are holding you back, and map out your next best money moves. The link is in the description below. Tip number 4, stop taking financial advice from broke people. How many times have you asked money advice from people who are drowning in debt or living paycheck to paycheck? I did it too, and it kept me stuck for years. It's no different than asking, let's say, fitness tip from someone who can't even climb a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing all the way up. You wouldn't do that. But people do this with money every single day. Your circle sets your ceiling. If everyone around you thinks that $100,000 a year is making it and it's just enough, then $500,000 or $1 million a year would sound very impossible to you. I didn't have access to wealthy mentors when I started, so I was on YouTube, on podcasts, reading books. I surrounded myself with voices of people who had actually built wealth, and slowly my standard began to change, then my habits, my actions, and then the result that I have today. Think of the last 3 people you ask for money advice or business advice. Do they live the life that you want? If not, stop letting their ceiling become yours. Replace those voices with people, even virtual people, who already have the life that you want. Step number 5, choosing unsupportive partners. This one is very personal. I would always say that after God, my biggest supporter is my husband, because every time I wanted to quit, he would look at me and say, "We will ride this till the wheels fall off." And that gave me a lot of fuel to keep going. But I've seen the other side too. I've seen a lot of people with partners who mock their ambition, resent their goals, or even chip away at their confidence, and they never launch. We all know that a rocket burns the most fuel at takeoff. If you strap an anchor to it, it could never leave the ground. And that's what an unsupportive partner does to your dreams. So ask yourself, is my partner my engine or my anchor? If they are my anchor, then I need to set boundaries, have the tough conversation, or even make tough choices. Because after you, your partner is one of the most important assets to your money goals. Wealth comes from doing the opposite. Stick it out when it's uncomfortable. Trust your judgment over other people's fears. Invest in yourself before anything else. Before you invest in any other investment, real estate, stocks, and all those other things, invest heavily in yourself first. And surround yourself with voices that raise your ceiling. Choose a partner that multiplies your energy, not the one that drains it. So here is the challenge for you. Pick one of these 5 mistakes that you're guilty of and flip it today. And if you want help creating your own roadmap out of debt and into financial freedom, grab my free 30-minute consultation. It's a simple, no pressure call to give you clarity and confidence for your next step. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next strategy session.